Hello, my name is Natalie, welcome to my channel Diamond Painting by Nat, and in this video I would like to show you and tell you about different types of framing diamond paintings. The first one is just framing behind the glass. I do not seal my diamond paintings because the majority of them are bought from reputable brands like Diamond Dots, Diamond Art Club, Make Market, Dreamer Designs, etc. And these brands so-called life insurance on their drills that they are not gonna fall off the designs, and to tell you the truth, their adhesive is really very strong, so I am 100% sure that the drills will never start falling off. So the first one is just purchasing a frame and putting the diamond painting behind the glass. I do not do anything special when framing it. I have a very recent shorts that I uploaded where I show technique-wise how I frame the diamond paintings, but technically speaking, I just cut the white edges of the kit. I leave only the design and I just put it inside the frame like you do the photos. That's it. I do not glue it anywhere. I do not stretch it to anything. I just put it on the glass and cover it with this base. Like this. That's it. This kind of framing usually goes to standard sized kits because our hobby is not very expensive. What makes it costly is framing. Frames are very pricey, but if the frames are of a standard size, they are not that expensive, especially at Michael's. There is always event going on, buy one get one free, or buy one get two free. You see how many I have. So I usually just, frame them like this behind the glass. Or for example, this one. Now, if the kit is non-standard, definitely you can do the same thing, especially if you like the diamond painting very much and you want to hang it on the wall. But again, the frames of non-standard size are pretty costly. What I usually do for non-standard sized kits is so-called museum mount. I'm not sure if the person who was doing it for me used a correct term, museum mount. I'm going to ask at Michael's if they do it, but it is relatively cheap. What the guy at Custom Framing did, he took my design, cut the white edges, he left only the design, and he glued it with the adhesive spray to this thing. I don't even know what it is. Plastic, acrylic, I'm not sure. There is like a soft feeling inside, as you can see. So I don't know what exactly it is, but definitely it is way cheaper than purchasing a frame for such a non-standard size. So I framed this diamond painting from Diamond Dots like this, and this also from Diamond Dots. This one is a little bit smaller, but the technique is the same. It is mounted to this white thing. Okay, so not sure if the term he used is correct. Museum mount. I tried to dry mount it, but I was refused into Custom Framing at Michael's and at this one because they said that it might ruin the diamond painting, and the guy at Custom Framing offered me this museum mount, and I'm really very happy with it. So just for you to consider. Now, another option, but mostly it is for smaller kits, maybe maximum 40 by 60 centimeters, is the magnetic frame. These kits came with magnetic frames, but I saw them on Amazon, on AliExpress, on Temu. So I think they look pretty nice, right? On the magnetic frames. So I saw bigger kits like 50 by 40 centimeters, 40 by 60 centimeters, and magnetic frame was holding them pretty well. What I think that framing behind the glass or magnetic frames, right, works well with the kits in the sizes of 40 by 60 maximum. If the kit is bigger, it is heavier, and at some point it will start falling off. It is hanging pretty high, but do you see the emptiness on the top between the diamond painting and the frame? That's because this diamond painting is in the size of like 70 by 50 centimeters. I diamond painted it a long time ago, maybe like 2018, 2019, not sure. But since the kit is kind of big and heavy, that's when the kit starts falling down little by little in the frame. I do not have the same problem with smaller kits. That's exactly why when I frame my kits, I do not glue them to anything or attach them to anything, because they're not falling down in any case. My kits are pretty small. Usually it's 40 by 50 centimeters, maximum 40 by 60 centimeters. Now, when we talk, for example, about beaded cross-stitch kit like this one is very heavy. I did not frame it. My mom did, and she used threads and a lot of other complicated things to make sure that it's never gonna fall down. And I would think that the same would be applicable to bigger diamond painting kits, like for example this one from Diamond Art Club, Space for Reflection. The size is, as far as I remember, 75 by 55 centimeters. For me, it is a very big size. And I noticed that the kits in the size of 70 by 50 centimeters, as I just showed you from AliExpress, start falling down gradually. If it is even bigger than that, like 75 by 55 and bigger, they start falling down in wave much faster. So that is why I didn't want to frame this very kit, because I had already a negative experience with framing the kit of this size or a little bigger, because I didn't glue it. I didn't, I don't know, attach it to anything, just put it behind the glass, just like this beautiful Forest Babe, and at some point it started falling down in waves and it looked horrible. So another way for you to frame it, like it's kind of like a practical use, I put it on my desk. Well, it's a table, but I call it a desk. I diamond paint on it. So I put it on that desk. Then I put like I didn't cut the edges. What I did, I just used the duct tape, right? But you can cut the edges. But on top of the diamond painting, I put a very heavy glass. Okay, you can purchase it at, I guess, Home Depot. So since the glass is heavy, it holds the diamond painting, and you see, it doesn't really move. So what I do, I just work on it, and I really love how it looks from aesthetical point of view. I did the same with this kit. This kit is smaller. I do not remember the exact size, but the problem with that one was that it's a non-standard size. And the frames were quite costly for it. So instead of purchasing a frame, I decided to do the same thing, but I put it not on the table, but on the chest of drawers or whatever. I never remember the English equivalent for it. But as you can see, for this kit, I did cut the white edges and I left only the design. You hear? This glass is actually from the broken fridge. We had a fridge, it broke down, we took the glass, we washed it, and I used it for kind of like framing the diamond painting, right? I think it looks pretty nice. And the last type of framing is just mounting it on the wood. You can purchase a canvas at Michael's or any other store like Hobby Lobby or Joann. It is sold there. They're like white canvases. They're pretty cheap. Not always the size can be found, especially non-standard, but you can mount it to the wood with the help of a stapler. My experience was not that great, but that's because I'm not good at doing stuff with my hands, right? But you can try it, and it would look like a kit mounted to the wood, which is also nice. So these are types of framing that I use. I would definitely encourage you to ask your custom framing or Michael's. I will go to Michael's myself and ask if they also offer this kind of framing, as they call museum framing, but to tell the truth, I'm not sure it is called museum framing. So what I'm planning to do, I will take this design to Michael's, show it to them, and ask them if they can do the same, kind of framing, and ask them how much it would cost. I was charged $35 for both of these kits, which is technically like $17 each. I still think that it is expensive. I think it costs less than that, because if dry mounting, which is more complicated, costs less than that, why would this cost that much? So if Michaels confirms that they do the same type of framing, mounting, right, I would let you know the exact term for it and how much it costs, because I would love to frame all my non-standard sized kits like this, because it is cheaper and I actually like how it looks. This is all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you soon.